Hi, I'm Simon with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we're going to show you how to repair your appliance. Are you ready? Remember, anytime you work on your appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. In this video, we'll show you how to replace the damper control in a Frigidaire refrigerator. It's going to be a very easy repair. Should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. For this job, we're going to need a 4-inch nut driver and a flat blade screwdriver. When you open up the package, you're going to get a new damper control. The damper control is located in the fresh food section in the upper left corner. It's a motorized gate that regulates the temperature inside the fresh food section. Operated by the thermostat and the adaptive defrost unit, it controls the amount of cold air flow to the compartment. If food is getting frozen in the upper and mid sections of the fresh food compartment, or the compartment is not getting cold, check the damper control and replace it if needed. To get to the part, we need to open the fresh food door. So there we are in the fresh food compartment, and now we're going to take this control panel assembly down. Okay, we're going to take out the one single 4-inch screw from here. This is our cover. I'm using a 4-inch nut driver. I'm going to unscrew it. Now we can remove this cover. I'm going to grab it here and pull it down. Before removing those front screws, I would prefer to take out the water filter because it makes the housing much lighter. Pressing this button and pulling it out. That's what it takes to remove it. Now I'm going to use this 4-inch nut driver. I'm going to take out a 4-inch screw behind the water filter housing. It's located right in there. I'm going up and I'm going to unscrew it. Next, I'm going to take 3 4-inch screws out that holds the control panel. I'm going to use the same 4-inch nut driver and I'm going to take them out one by one. Next step would be taking out this light bulb. I'm going to unscrew it, turning it counterclockwise. Next, I'm going to use the same 4-inch nut driver. I'm going to reach in and remove that 4-inch screw that holds this cover at the back. And now we're going to take this one out. I'm going to use the same 4-inch nut driver. Hold on to this control panel. It's kind of heavy. Alright, so we're gonna drop down this assembly, and now we are going to take out these 2 water tubes that supplies the water to the water filter. So this is a 2 blue collars. We need to press on them and then we can release the tube. So we're gonna hold it with 2 fingers, press it in and pull the tube at the same time. You may have some water coming out, so you can use a towel. And same thing on this one. I'm going to switch the hands. Press on the collar, pull the tube. I'm going to pull it down. There's a sensor bulb right there in the corner, so we need to be gentle. At this point I need to unplug this plug, push it down, and there's a tab here. Press it and separate the plugs. By the way, there's a symmetrical tab at the back, so you need to press both of them at the same time. Alright, let's place this assembly on the table, and next we're going to remove the damper control. Alright, so we need to peel this damper off because it has a glue strip here that holds it to the outer cover. So be gentle, don't break that foam. Start it from here. And I'm going to turn it over here, and I'm going to press this one out. Again, slow. And I'm going to use this flat blade screwdriver. I'm going to help it here on the side. I'm going to peel this strip. All right. See what I mean? That's really sticky. Okay, we're going to turn it, and I'm going to remove this tape that holds the sensor. Take it off completely. And we're going to reuse it, so I'm going to stick it somewhere not far away. And I'm going to remove this sensor and turn this over, and I'm going to remove this sensor. Now we need to take off these wires from the switches. So memorize the order. The single gray wire is outside, double gray wire is inside. Now I'm going to pry it off using the flat blade screwdriver. Get that off. So what we've got left is here that ground wire. Same way, we're going to pry it off. And now we've got this motor plug. And again, flat blade screwdriver. Lift up on that tab and pull it out. This is the old damper control next to the new one. If you don't have this part, you can get it from appliancepartspros.com. And now we are going to connect all the wires and the plugs to the new damper control. I'm going to start with this black plug. It's our motor connector. It only can go in one way and locks. Then I'm going to connect these two plugs. Remember, the double wires goes towards the duct. Push it on. All right, and then we got this green wire, the ground wire. We're gonna connect it to this terminal over here. Our next step is to install this sensor tube, sensor bulb, into this cut here, like that, and we're going to turn it up, so into the slot. And then remember that piece of tape we had earlier, and we saved it, and I'm going to put it right here. And turn it over, and I'm going to peel this protective film off. We don't need it, you can discard it. And then I'm going to install this sensor from the second thermostat. We need to press it into the groove. Try not to glue yourself onto that yellow compound. And now I'm going to turn it and install it into this frame here. Well, we need to do it firmly and careful, because we're not going to have like a second chance. If it's going to get glued, it's going to get glued. So one more thing, we're going to straighten this sensor slowly. It has to be 90 degrees compared to this surface. And now we're going to bring this and install into the refrigerator. All right, I'm going to bring in assembly and going to install this sensor bulb into this tube here at the bottom. I'm going to push it in. That goes right into the freezer compartment. Slide it on. And next I'm going to plug this. Push it up. Next I'm going to install these two water lines into the filter base here, and I'm going to start with a tan color that goes on the right side. So we're going to press it in. It's going to lock in, and then I'm going to the clear tube. Same thing. Push it in. And now we're going to lift up everything and secure it with the screws. We're going to install this screw first. That's our 1/4 inch. Use a 1/4 inch nut driver, and I'm going to the back and install the long one. So we're going to install this screw that goes behind this water filter housing. I'm using the 1/4 inch nut driver, and as you can see, the screw appears on the ceiling there, and I can direct it into the hole in the ceiling. We're gonna install the front screws. I'm gonna start from this corner. I'm using a 1/4 inch nut driver. Now I'm going to screw in the light bulb. I'm going to turn it clockwise. And now we're going to install the water filter back in. Slide it and push it in. Alright, so I'm going to install this cover. We got 2 tabs in front, which locks into 2 slots here at the back of the filter housing. Alright, so I'm going to start first this end. And we're going to press it up. There's also a tab here, small one on the side. I'm going to press it up and it locks in. And I'm going to secure the cover with that 1/4 inch screw. And now when we're done, we can close the fresh food door. Plug the fridge back in and make sure it's cooling. Thank you for being a part of another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. For any of your future appliance repair projects, please check out our other videos available on our site, on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Instagram.